This guy looked very good, from head to toe. I think his balance, good legs, good chest, good arm, and I don't think he really have any weakened body parts. I don't think so. His leg is very full, and it look like he's gonna be on point in terms of condition and all of that. But I I feel like he's not enough to beat Terrence because Terrence is a whole different being right now. What I mean by that is a whole different person compared to 2023, 2024. He's a whole different dude. The transformation that dude make is mind-boggling. So I don't think this is gonna be enough to beat Terrence. He looked good. He really, really looked good. I think he might push Terrence a little bit, but I think Terrence is gonna end up winning that show because, he's that good. Terrence is that good. I don't think he's gonna be a threat to Terrence, but I think with him he's gonna make the classic physique division really look good, yeah, that's the man himself. You just take a different picture of Terrence and take this picture, look at it side to side. He improved all around shoulders, chest, lats. He's bigger, but his waist looks smaller. Like I don't know as anybody's gonna beat this in classic physique in this show. In Pittsburgh, ain't nobody beating him. But to be honest with you, I think he should be the face of Olympia if he bring enough to beat everybody in the Olympia stage. I feel like he has enough because I don't, like I always say, Mike don't strike me like a classic physique guy, strike me like a bodybuilder. So I think he has all he takes to be Mr. Olympia 2025 and put it out there. I know a lot of people won't disagree, but we can talk about the disagreements and all of that in the comment section below. What do you think? You think Terrence have what it takes to win Mr. Olympia? For me, I believe he has all he takes to win that show. So I would like to see what you guys think in the comment section below because really look at him. Like even before he got to this, he was winning all shows. He placed second to Bumstead. He's beating everybody. He's the guy with the highest number of classic physique win. Go check it out. So with this dude, with this proportion, with this look, oh my God, it's gonna be a problem for anybody beating him. I'm so sorry, guys. I have a runny nose, so my voice sounds a little bit different. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I just can't wait to see what this guy bring on stage because he's somebody I've been close to. Like I've seen him pretty close, one-on-one close. No, he's not like looking at him from a distance or from a video. He's gonna be a hell in Olympia. Goodvito, I think he's a week out from South American Brazil. Sorry, South American Arnold Classic. I don't think there's anybody in that lineup that's gonna beat this dude. Nobody. I mean, nobody. I'm even predicting right now this guy is going to be in top 7, top 8 in Olympia. I'm just saying that I won't be surprised if he did the same thing that Martin Fitzwater did. And, everybody was surprised when he pushed that top 5, and he finished fourth. Fourth. So I won't be surprised if he does that too because Goodvito is that good. His condition is looking on point. I know Brazil is going to be his puncher ticket to Olympia. And him coming to Pittsburgh or New York Pro other shows is just to test himself against Nick, test himself against Derek. And like I said, I know Derek is Mr. Olympia, but I think that show is open for anybody. What I mean, anybody for between the 4 of them. Derek, Martin, Nick, and Goodvito. Because I really want to say, like I said in my previous video, I want to see Nick and Goodvito stand next to each other because they have similar structure. They're a big monster. So I want to see Martin stand next to Derek because they have the same, structure. So I think this guy is going to give everybody run for their money because the way he look, we understand that, like I said, his back is a little bit, it's going to be his this downfall a little bit, but this guy is massive. His legs is. I think the front shot, he beat Nick. His front shot is that good. He's full, his arm, shoulders, everything. I don't think there's anybody beating this guy in Brazil. But bringing, I think he has already done 3 shows: Brazil, Detroit, and I think that's it, the 3 shows he has done, and only one other show. So I really want to see how he's gonna fare against these big Olympians guys. Like I really want to see it, but this is crazy. This is bananas. Like I know Brazil fans are so happy, like to have a guy like this that is this massive and can represent. Because to me, Rafael has been off and on, off and on, off and on. I think this is their flag bearer right now. I think this dude will be Brazil flag bearer when it comes to heavyweight. And when I mean heavyweight, I mean open bodybuilding, because he's so good. For sure, he's gonna be their flag bearer. Because look at him, his legs, his calves, his shoulders, his forearm. He's all quarters. And when you heat that vacuum is bananas. And that is gonna expose Nick. It's him standing next to Nick, because once he hit that vacuum, his waist disappeared. His vacuum, his quad, his shoulders, everything's just coming to life. And it brings me to this man. I think James looked pretty good. I think James, every now and then, he kind of missed sometimes, and he looked very conditioned. He looked good, and look at all the tractions on his chest and all that. He's like, I think it's gonna be a good look, compared to Olympia. Sorry, Arnold Classic. I think the more he compete, the better he gets. I think the more he competes, the better he gets. Sometimes when he's still in prep, 2-3 shows, you get drying and it look better. But this picture really shows that he's looking better. I know Branch Warren is kicking his ass in Texas right now, to get, to help him get to the conditioning. Because size is not really his problem, because he got his size. Jim's got his size. It's just that conditioning. He really needs to nail that peak week to be able to challenge guys like Williams and other guys that he's doing Detroit. But I think he's really gonna do it, but I don't think he's enough to beat the seasonal man himself, William. I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat William, but I think it's gonna be enough to push him. Because William is old now. William is not the William we used to know in terms of, size, round, bubbling muscle stuff. Like, he still got it, but, father's time is cutting up with him. And James is looking better and better. So, for me, those are the two names that is in that Detroit Pro that is still going to okay. For me, I think if I was a betting man, I think I'll put my money on Bonac. Because Bonac is more tested. Bonac is more seasoned. Bonac has won multiple shows. So, I think it's going to be hard for James to beat him, except James is really, really, really on point, like in all 4 quarters. He has to push Bonac real hard that the judges is like, okay, this is enough to give him the win. So for me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough to beat William, because William is known as Mr. Condition. William never miss. You hardly see William off. William never missed. The only time William missed was when I think that was 2029 Mr. Olympia when Brandy Curry won. Yeah, I think he had an eye surgery then. His leg was downsized. But he was just downsized, but his condition was still on point. This is what I'm talking about. You see? So he's all round. Like, we know he's a shorter guy. They always say, oh, it's easier for a shorter guy to put on muscle. I disagree with that. Just because you're short doesn't mean you're gonna have a round bubbly muscle. The thing is, if you don't have the genetics to have those round bubbly muscle, you're not gonna have it. Just because you're short does not guarantee you a good body structure that will make you look like cartoonish. No, I don't agree with that. But it's more easier for taller guys. The reason why I say it's more easier for taller guy can put on lesser muscle and look more aesthetic, look way better, because he has more room to, for those muscle to fill out. So, but as a shorter guy, when you can be very, very become very blocky, especially when you're too big. So as a shorter guy, no matter how big you are, you can see feeling that. Look at Samson, for instance, right? Samson is tall, but he's tall because he's tall. He has more room to carry all these muscles. But personally, William can do that because he's going to completely blow out his midsection because he's too short for it, right? So look, this muscle is crazy. Look at it. I like both. I think I like the first one than this one, but either way, those are his best shots, and one of these best shots. William don't really have a weak pulse. You think William is one of the most complete guy, even at his peak. He's one of the most complete guy ever. Like you can't take look. Sometimes William will be on stage, you can't take your eyes off of him. You look someone else, your eyes drawn back to him. You look someone else, your eyes drawn back to him because he has that, that body parts. He has that size, that muscle, brown bubbly muscle that commands your eyes to back to him, back to him, back to him. So that's why he's so successful winning shows. I think in his 40s, still winning shows, beating young guys in the early 20s and in the 30s. Like he's a veteran. He's a veteran that ain't giving up. He's a veteran that keep kicking ass and whooping ass. Look at that. That's the reason why I said this was just a recent update. This is why I'm saying that it's gonna be hard for James to beat him. Look at that. Look at the last spread. Look at feathers in this is my hamstring. He has feathers in his hamstring. Look at his glute. Everything is tied in. So it's going to be hard for James to beat him, but I think James is going to push him because James himself look good. And honestly, I really want to see James start winning multiple shows because I really want to see James, doing well in Olympia. I think he's one of the cool guys. I've never met him, but the way he talk, I kind of perceive him as a cool guy, You can't always judge people from a distance just because you don't know them. You think that they're cocky, they're arrogant. You have to have an experience with people before you judge them. But I really wish that guy. I really wish him well, and he wins shows so he get easy qualification. When I don't mean easy qualification, he qualified to Olympia on time and be able to prove and push those guys in Olympia stage. Because I really I root for guys from the UK too because this guy do a lot, travel to the States to compete year in year out. I think they should have multiple shows as well for qualification in UK because to be honest, thank God they begin to increase the money, right? Look at his back. But I think there's a discrepancy on his lats, or is it the way he's hitting the poles? This is I know age is cutting up with him, but William used to have this crazy back. But his back is not what he used to be, but he's still enough to beat guys. Even his arm, he's not what he used to be. I love Nick, but I don't like this pose at all. I know Nick intentionally put up some pose to throw the internet, throw people off, but I don't like this pose. You can't bring it. I don't think this is gonna be enough. If this is what he looked like right now to beat Nick to beat Derek, Goodvito, and Martin Fishwater. But like I said, he liked to throw through the internet. He like to throw people a lot. So with that being said, folks, please subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for those of you that haven't subscribed. I hope that you guys will subscribe. It's free, guys. It's just free. It's just turn on the notification button, subscribe. It's just free. If I say something you don't like or you think you have a personal opinion on, let's just talk about it in the comment section below. That's the whole reason for this video, is for us to air our differences. And when I mean differences, what we believe and who should win and why the person should win and why the person should win. And it's not a bad thing to have your favorite, but at the same time, I think it's okay not to be biased, but it's okay to give your honest opinion about what you feel. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.